Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Y'all kick off your shoes and you said a spell, all right? Now here's your host for the show, the old Kentucky boy himself, Mr. Bob Snap.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. We will be having a contest coming up as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed, because you have to be subscribed to join the contest. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will start. I wanted to remind you of that. Today's video is on Max Baer Jr. No real title. This is just on Max Baer Jr. And let's take a look. He was born Maximilian Adalbert Baer Jr. on December 4th, 1937 in Oakland, California. His parents were champion boxer Max Baer and Mary Ellen Sullivan. He was married to Joanne Kathleen Hill from 66 to 71. His first acting roles in a stage production of Goldilocks and the Three Bears at the Blackpool Pavilion in England in 1949. He earned a bachelor's degree in 1959 in business administration from the Santa Clara University. He minored in philosophy. He began working in television in '60, making guest appearances on shows like Maverick, Surfside 6, Bronco, The Roaring Twenties, Sugarfoot, Cheyenne, Hawaiian Eye, 77 Sunset Strip, and Follow the Sun. '62, he was cast as Jethro on the Beverly Hillbillies, which CBS initially aired until the network opted to cancel, as one executive put it, every show with a tree in it, purging all country-geared programming for what was considered the most, for more sophisticated shows that were surfing at the time, kind of like All in the Family. Between 72 and 91, he made guest appearances on shows like Love American Style, Fantasy Island, Matt Houston, on which Buddy Ebsen had a recurring role, and Murder, She Wrote. He wrote, produced, and acted in a '74 hit film, Macon County Line. He also produced, directed, and acted in The Wild Mullocks, and produced and directed Ode to Billy Joe. In '91, he purchased the rights to the Beverly Hillbillies name from the CBS and was used to show his theme and his characters for casinos, theme parks, restaurants, cosmetics, and consumables. With international game technology, he was licensed Beverly Hillbillies themed slot machines, including Clampett's Cash, The Bubble and Crude, and Moonshine Money. He's currently still attempting to launch Beverly Hillbillies themed casinos in Nevada. Much wiser than his most famous TV male alter ego, Baer offered his exclusive insight into the extremely likable interpretation of Jethro Bodine and how important a role the audition played in the scheme of things with regard to an actor's performance, especially a television audience. When you play a role like Jethro, he said, it's for other people to judge, because it's pretty hard to be subjective or objective about yourself. You just do the best you can with the material that you're given, and then you try to add to it with your performance as much as you can possibly, as much as you possibly can. But in the end, it's the audience who has the final say. Well, we liked what you did, or we didn't like what you did, and you really don't have any other way of evaluating it. As long as you give 100%, he continued, even if you're sick, don't lie and say, oh, I can't show up. You show up, you do your job, and you do it as if you weren't sick, because it's going to be on film in perpetuity. You're not going to be able to put a little quote at the bottom of the screen saying, well, he wasn't as good today because he was sick, or emotionally disturbed, or had a headache. You have to give a good performance. You have to perform well, and in his case, my case, with Jethro, if I have made the people laugh, and even if they can laugh at my expense, it's okay. I don't care. They can laugh with me or at me. Doesn't matter, just as long as they laugh. Because if I can make them laugh, then I believe that my performance was a successful one. I can't evaluate as to what degree of success it was, but I can say it did what it was supposed to do. I picked this video because the man is bright, because of this speech, this thing he wrote. I just, very, very powerful. It's deep if you really think about it. So, anyway, I'd like to remind you guys that I do have another channel. Aside from the Andy Griffith Facts and Trivia, I have that. I also have Faith and Entertainment on The Chosen. It's a TV series on Angel Studios, free. Best thing you're ever going to find on TV, especially about the life and ministry of Jesus. So if you're interested in that, go to the description below and there will be a link to that, and it'll take you right over there and you can check it out. What I'm doing is behind the scenes stuff. I'm giving you the episode, each episode, what it's about and how to follow it and how it connects to the Gospels, and also doing spotlights on the actors. It's pretty neat. I'm still working on getting video and the trailer and stuff to use, but we'll talk about that over there. I'm sorry it keeps on. Anyway, it's in the description below. Have a great day. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.